1051 FM.
I don't want to start asking you about the beginning of your journey because we talked about it over and over again.
Yeah.
But for people who just tune in for the first time, or this is the first time they're hearing Tolani,
Yeah.
it is okay for you to get new fans.
Of course.
Definitely. Every
Please.
time is another need to
Every
get new
time
fans.
is an opportunity.
Yes, actually.
Absolutely.
So, Tolani, talk to us about the beginning of singing for you. For
Yeah.
you, Sandaroni.
Yeah.
When was it for you? When did you decide?
So, I've been singing forever,
Mm-hmm.
for as long as I can remember, rather. Since I was a kid, loved it, loved music, loved singing. Every opportunity I had to sing. All school choirs from primary school, church choir. Although I was really shy, so I would never do like a solo or anything, but I was
Okay.
always like, yeah, me. I want to sing.
Okay.
And then through school, through high school, through secondary school, through university, always in some sort of musical venture. In university, I had a small, a band that I used to perform with. And then after uni, I went to, it was kind of during university, I thought, you know what?
I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Because even before university, I wasn't sure I wanted to go to university.
Wait, what?
Because I wanted to go to I was like, oh, Mom, Dad, I want to go to formal education for music. And they were like, huh? You want to do what?
You want to do what?
Yeah. And they just basically advised me that, having a university degree, is in our culture, is important. It's not something you can skip. Sorry. So I was like, fine, and I don't regret university. I loved it. Studied psychology, loved it. And just kept music going on the side. But then after I finished uni, I was like, you know what? It's my time now. Here's your degree, take. And now I'm going to go do what I want. So then I kept doing music and then decided also to hone my skills. So I did go to music school after that for 2 years. Just learned, I did a course called Master Performance. So it was really about honing your voice and honing your performance skills. And then after that, I was still doing music on the side. Because I don't know why I thought I needed to do it on the side to see how it goes. So I also got a job and was doing music on the side. But after a while, I kept getting in trouble at work for writing music and installing installing programs on the work computer. That had nothing to do with work, right? So there's this program called Sibelius where you can write music, and I downloaded it onto my work, and I got in a lot of trouble. So anyways, around this time I was like, you know what, it's music or nothing. And you can't do music by halves. It's 150% if you want to do it. There's no other way.
Okay, so let's talk about music being 150%.
Yeah.
And you having a side hustle
Right.
while you were trying to do music. And so I hear that people say stuff like, oh, so if you want to do music, you have to do it. You have to give it your entire time. You have to do 100 so that you can get the best out of it.
Yeah.
But we also know that music is capital intensive.
Oh
I do
my
not
gosh.
I do not say what. I hear
Extremely.
artists talk about, so why aren't you pursuing your career? And the person goes, also for music, I need so much money.
Yeah.
And now that you had to stop your job to be able to put in more work into doing music, how do you fund your music now?
The same way anybody with a dream funds a project. If you want to launch a brand, you go, you find investors, you create a plan, you find investors and you say, if you support me, this is what I believe.
Long-term goal.
Long-term, it's a long game. It's not a short game. It's not I'm going to make this product and I'm going to mass sell it.
I'm going
do you know
to blow
what I mean?
today.
Yeah, so it is a lot of investment from people who love and support you, family, friends, uncles, aunties, that kind of thing. That is how. And then you also get to a stage where you can also start then getting corporates in. You can start saying, can I pitch myself as the face of this and the face of that? You have to. That's
like the business side of music.
Yeah, you have to. You can't do music without that because, like you rightly said, it's extremely capital intensive. Also, that also reins you in. Everybody has 101 ideas, but you can only afford to do 10 of them. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I absolutely understand that. Now, speaking about doing music, the story you just shared with me right now about how you started your career did not start in Nigeria, did it?
No.
The music school,
your
exactly. Experience was outside Nigeria.
Exactly. So, I always knew that I wanted to, do music from a Nigerian perspective.
As a Nigerian?
Exactly. As a Nigerian, it's important to me. So even when I was studying in the UK and when I was in music school, when they would say, pick a song and perform, I'd always try and perform something. A lot of the times it was a bit of Sade, a bit of Asha. I always was very eager to express where I was from and who I was. So I didn't start in Nigeria, but it was always a huge part of my process. But then, yes, I did have a UK-based management team I did Tenderoni with them.
Yes, I met them.
For a while. And, but then I decided that it's really hard to try and make it in the UK, which I'm still trying to do, and to try and make it abroad. It's important to have home before you have abroad. Do you know what I mean? It's important to
get your fans here. Then you can
people that really understand the music.
Yes.
So that's why I came back. I have new Nigerian management, and
they get the sound. So because I do not do music, I just read about music and I talk to artists. I feel that if you're a Nigerian artist and you like you rightly said, you have a Nigerian management team now. I feel like they can understand your sound better than a foreigner. Like, so if you want to do like Afro pop or Afro beat, they get the sound, they get what you're trying to do. They don't have to read about it like, oh, it's a natural, because they're exposed to it. So
they get the core.
Yes, they understand.
So even if the song, like maybe Baby's an R&B song, but having a management that understands that after Maybe Baby, I might want to do something in Yoruba. There's Yoruba in Bamilo. You know what I mean?
Or Tenderoni kind of beat.
Exactly. So it's important to have somebody similar to me who understands the West from experience, but also understands home.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's about that balance.
So now, as an artist who has stayed outside Nigeria, and also who is currently in Nigeria, what are the challenges that you've faced doing music outside Nigeria and coming back home now after school and seeing how things work in Nigeria? Because when it comes to structure, Nigeria might not be the biggest.
It's different.
Yes, it's totally different. Over there, we know who does this, who does that. How do you bring your experience outside Nigeria and make it work in Nigeria?
Well, first of all, I think it's important to, and I've met a lot of people working in England, working with people who think, oh yeah, we'll just take this structure that we have here in the UK. The only thing Nigeria is lacking is structure. But it's not. Nigeria, it's its own ecosystem. So it's not the same as implanting something from the UK and trying to implant it here. Things have the way they work here, right? And you kind of have to learn the systems of Nigeria. So in terms of your question, challenges, it would be that the thing that is a challenge in Nigeria is actually also it's the charm, which is that there's no one way to skin a cat in Nigeria. There's no one way to do something, right? And that's why so many people can make it, because there's so many different lanes, right? Does that make sense? So there's no one way there's no one approach that's correct. First of all, there's no one approach that's correct in music. It's an art form, right? What one person likes,
another person might not like, and that's fine.
That's how it works. So, but in terms of Nigeria versus UK, I think the UK just has a more, like you said, a fixed structure. There's producers, there's artists, there's pluggers, and there's a step. There's a step by step from production to marketplace. And Nigeria has that too, but it's still younger and more organic. There's still a role for personal relationships. Do you know what I mean? There's still a role for having people, because as it is now, because it's so young, we are growing our own industry. It's not like about just plugging yourself into an industry that exists in the UK. We are the ones making it. So interpersonal relationships as well, I feel. Important. And support of each other musically, creatively.
Goes a long way.
Goes a long way.
So let's talk about your music. Before we get to the new one that is Maybe Baby, you had a song featuring Skills, Tenderoni. You did one with Reekado Banks. Yes. And I know, because I follow you on social media, and I of course know when you drop music. So now, was it intentional, the entire story around your song with Skills? People started making assumptions like, oh, you and Skills, you and Reekado Banks, both of you were dating and all of that. Was that intentional, or it was just speculation? Did you push out that story?
Me. Don't you know me, Melody? But she knew me better. I'm joking. At all. I think this is the thing about truths and lies. I read this amazing quote the other day that I loved. It said, people will always choose the juicier story. They're not interested in the truth.
Nobody cares.
They don't care. They just want to.
What is going to sell?
What's the thing that makes me feel more excited?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So what happened was that a photo from the set of the video got out.
Okay.
In fact, there was internal fighting on that matter because I don't know how the photo got out. But
Please,
anyway,
share the story.
No. Just one day I woke up. Actually, I was in Ghana.
Okay.
Because we shot the video Christmas it was so fast. We did the song like early December. It was me. I was like to my manager, I want a song out this year because it had been so long since Tenderoni. I was starting to feel like I wasn't an artist anymore. I was just like, if I don't release music, am I even a singer? So I was like, I was pressed to release a song that year. So literally within 3 days we had a song. Sat in the studio with Ade James, wrote the song. She called she said, who do you want on? I said, Reekado, I beg, I like his voice. She called Reekado. I didn't even think I'll get him. You know when you have a list, and there's then the top of the list, and then
let's just try. If it doesn't even cost some other person.
Exactly. She called him, his manager sent the song to him. They loved it. The next day he came, recorded it, and then I wasn't even gonna make a video. Reekado was like, nah. Guys, make video for this one. This song is mad. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So we were like, okay, we'll do it. Threw the video together last minute. Went to Lufasi Park. That's where we shot it. It's on the way to Ekpe. And so we took, obviously there was a camera on set, and Reekado has his own camera guy that follows him everywhere. We have our own camera guy. So we also had a lot of the same pictures. So anyway, when the picture surfaced, we now couldn't trace who released it. It was a huge drama.
And it wasn't you?
Of course not. It wasn't me, because now that maybe next time I may do something like that.
Because you know that
it works.
Yes, these days people do anything to push your music. So it's
but so the picture came out, but obviously because we hadn't released any information that me and Reekado were doing a song, everybody started making assumptions
that both of you were dating.
Exactly.
And of course you didn't even bother to talk about it.
I just, I've had this conversation with you before, Melody. People will believe what they want. I feel
agree
like
with
if you spend your time trying to,
you're wasting your time.
It's not worth it.
I agree.
So and then
so that never happened.
No,
Tolani and Reekado Banks never
really
happened.
Cool. We're really cool. Like I like him so much. We're really good friends.
You like him so much?
He's funny. Do you know what I mean? Like
I don't know what you
mean.
mean.
As a human being.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Why are you trying to stare?
No,
I'm
just asking.
Yeah, one of the PM. In fact, you're the one that released the photo. No, like he's a cool guy. We get on really well. And he's
a fantastic singer.
Talented.
What?
Yeah.
I love him.
So I'm inspired. Like for me to have said I wanted him on the song, that goes to show. Like some of my favorite Nigerian songs. What's that one? Yes. I love that song. That's my jam. Yes. So I'm really fortunate to get the opportunity to
work with him.
someone.
You made a good choice, actually. With skills with Reekado Banks. Yeah. Okay, so now your new song, Baby Baby.
Yeah.
Now this is like R&B. I know that for your songs you always have a story. The last time we spoke about Liar, we talked about boys and lying. And I asked you, did you experience that one? You're like, guys, they always just lie. Yeah, that's how they do.
To embellish
stories. So, look at you looking at me. So for Maybe Baby, what is it? Where are you now? Are you in love? Girl, you need to update me. The last time we spoke, it was some heartbreak something. Yeah. And months after, you're talking about your baby and everything. So is there someone in the picture?
Well, to be fair, Maybe Baby actually happened. If you're asking about a chronological timeline.
Yes, actually I am.
Maybe Baby I wrote from experience, but it wasn't. It was about an experience previous to Liar.
Really, girl?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It was about. I like to think of Maybe Baby as being about a moment in time. Like I think that I thought about it as you go. Sorry, I'm painting a picture in my mind. You go.
It's fine,
you go out. And with your girlfriends, you're out just for fun, you know. Okay. Go out to a club or whatever, to an art gallery. It's not just about clubbing, Go to an art gallery or something fun, and you're having a conversation with someone. The way I'm having a conversation with you, And I thought about the fact that when you talk to people, there's a specific moment in time where it goes from being, this person's cool to wait a minute.
There's something about this person.
This could be something.
Okay.
And that's what Maybe Baby is about. It's about that split second where somebody goes from just a cool person to this person could be my Maybe Baby. So I try to capture that feeling in a song. Okay. Basically.
So that's Maybe Baby, but that's before Liar. So it's not like anything's happening now.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Why did you look down to say no?
I'm just adjusting my dress. What do you mean?
Okay, girl, I hear you. So Maybe Baby is R&B, and of course I've heard you do stuff like Afro pop with your other songs. So now definitely we can't put Tolani in a box. You can try out a lot of things from R&B to Afro pop, and that's really good.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to do R&B? Because we know we're in Nigeria and we're really big on Afro beats and all the Afro pop song and everything. And you come with this really cool song, Maybe Baby. Are you scared of the sound? People not accepting your R&B sound, or you're okay with?
I'm not even gonna lie. I was nervous. I was like, yo, R&B is a bold move
in Nigeria.
Not even just in Nigeria. R&B is not the giant that it used to be.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
what?
It wasn't only Nigeria. It was just in general. I'm like, this is risky. What they call risky. Exactly. So I was a little bit nervous, but it came from a place of growing up. There was a time where music that wasn't homegrown was R&B. All the music we listened to, music of black origin, both in the UK, both in Nigeria, was R&B. That was the giant of Western music.
Yes, it was.
For black people. And so I grew up listening to a lot of R&B.
I did too.
Exactly. So I just was in a place where I wanted to make something that felt nostalgic. And
and you came through with this.
So I'm really happy with how it's been received.
It's beautiful.
I'm really so incredibly happy.
So every time you drop a song, I really do not bother to. I just be like, it's Tolani, my girl is going to come through. And you did on this song. Maybe baby, you're an absolute you're a fantastic singer.
Thank you.
And I'm really glad that you're doing music right now. And
thank you for always having me here.
Yes, always, anytime, girl, I got you covered. So for emerging artists in Nigeria, you're definitely one person who's got a lot of recognition in a short time. How does that make you feel? Do you believe in artists growing organically? Because some people say that there's nothing like organic growth in Nigeria.
I think that there is such a thing as organic growth. 100%. I think that some people are in a position where they're lucky enough for that to be facilitated, right? Where they have maybe some label record, label services, finances. Also, just there's an element sometimes of just straight up luck that allows you to, for whatever reason, you strike it so hot and the song just goes. You have songs like that.
Actually.
But I think there is such a thing as organic growth, because even if you have what I like to call a peak, like you have a song that blows, that doesn't a career make.
Yes,
you know what I mean? The song comes, the song goes, and what next? So I think that it's important. When I get good reception to my music, I'm happy, I value it, but I know that doesn't mean
nothing. Yes, you have to keep putting the work.
And it's the numbers. You can't cheat the system. The numbers, the streams, the buys, the bums on seats when you do a show.
Yeah. But your song with Reekado did really good numbers. I followed it back to back. It did amazing numbers.
I feel blessed with that.
Yes, it did streaming numbers like mad one. Okay.
It was amazing.
Okay. So final question before you leave, because Lucas be like, Melody, Tolani has to go. It's fine. So Traffic. Now, your song Maybe Baby, you spoke about a time where, girls are hanging and you see this guy. Because I'm a girl, I understand what you're saying.
Exactly. And the other way, guys are hanging and they see this girl.
Yes, and they see this person too. So final question.
Oh, wow. You cleared your throat.
No, it's nothing bad. Okay. So if you could have a maybe baby moment with anyone right now, with anyone in the world, someone that you just be like, what? Maybe I can date this person. Maybe this person is my my forever. Who is that one person you would love to have a maybe baby moment with in the world right now? Anyone. Could be a Nigerian.
The whole world.
Yeah, just one person. You get just one shot.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm currently
throw these shots well.
I don't know if he'll hear this because I don't even know where he lives. But I'm obsessed with this show on Netflix. Well, it was on BBC, but it's now on Netflix. Okay. It's called The Last Kingdom.
Okay. I've heard about it.
Yes, and the lead actor is called Alexander Drummond. Oh my God.
That's your maybe baby.
Oh Lord. So, every time I'm going out in London, I'm like, I just might bump into them. Lies. But that's my current. Girls, we always have a different phase.
It could be some other person next week.
This is my current thing. He's mine as well, so don't even bother checking your phone.
I'm gonna go look up the boy though. So don't bother about that one, Tolani. Thank you so much for coming through. So no maybe baby moment for any Nigerian artist.
I mean, I can't tell you that one because it's close to home. So just play the song and let's be going.
So wait now. So you wouldn't tell me?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tolani, for coming through. Your song Maybe Baby is a jam, and yes, I'm really hoping that Nigerians love it. You should absolutely check out the song. I'm playing it next on City 1051. Go stream it. Tell your friends about the song. Tell your friends about Tolani too. You're on City 1051. My name is Melody.
City 1051 FM.